everyone, Reid Henrichs with Ridge. Today we're going to talk about the SPR, the Special Purpose Rifle. This one's a Daniel Defense S2W strength to weight ratio with an 18-inch barrel. We're going to get into the details later, but we're going to talk about the role of the SPR, and we're going to talk about what its purpose is and some advantages and disadvantages of it. We're also going to take you out to the range and show you just how accurate this gun is. Alright folks, this is my personal SPR. This is a Daniel Defense V9 S2W, alright, with an 18-inch barrel, and it is salt nitrided, and it is the heavier barrel. It is the S2W barrel. It is one of the most accurate barrels that I've ever shot. That's what you're going to want for an SPR, an 18 or a 20-inch barrel. Okay, optics on here. Nightforce 1x4. Alright, I like a variable power scope. You want to be able to dial it down when you need to, and you want to be able to dial it up when you need to. Alright, so this one goes from 1 to 4 power with a simple flip of this. Alright, so if I need 4 power, boom. If I need to go back to 1 power for real up close stuff or rooms, that's all you got to do. This is one of the best scopes that I've had. Alright, it's also got a toggle for a red dot if you want to use a red dot up close. Alright, additionally folks, what I got on here, I use to store this a 20-round magazine. I put this in my pack. I'll show you that here in a little bit, but it'll fit in the pack with a loaded magazine, so that way all I got to do is pull it out and get to work. Alright folks, so as I told you earlier, that 20-round mag, it'll fit right in the pack, and this is how I normally carry this rifle. Alright, I just put it right in there, shove it right in there. Got a full pack full of stuff. That's a different video, but this is the way I carry this SPR. It's quick, it's easy to take out of there. All you do, pull it right on out, and it's ready to go, and you're ready to provide precise, accurate, deadly rifle fire. Additionally, what I've got on there, Surefire light right here. Alright, this is an IR/white light on here. If we want to look at this, you see this is Surefire 600. Alright, it goes white light and IR. As I said, always have a white light on your rifle, even if it's one that you anticipate shooting farther and farther away. Love this light here. All you got to do is twist it and it will go from IR to white light. One of the benefits of an SPR is that you're able to shoot small or partially visible targets from far away or even up close. Oftentimes things that we could not see with our naked eye, we could be able to see them through the scope. Scope does not make you shoot better. It helps you see better. The more you can see, the more you can hit. And this target that I'm going to be shooting at 200 yards is a hostage target. You'll see it's off the side of that silhouette, and the target's about the size of the palm of my hand. And this SPR makes pretty quick work of it. You're going to see it bouncing from side to side like a ping pong ball. It's very tough with iron sights, and it'd be tough with a red dot. It's doable, but this optic really makes it pop out in the eyesight, and it really makes it a lot simpler task of hitting. Alright guys and gals, so as you can see, this target here pretty small. From over 200 yards away, it's about maybe 210, 212-ish around there. You can see it's just bouncing back and forth, back and forth. This is what an SPR brings to the table. You know, you're able to take a pretty good precision shot and be able to hit what you're shooting at. You know, with iron sights or with a red dot at 215, 200, so yards, that's a pretty tough shot. It's doable, but it's pretty tight. All right, so with that SPR you can do it on demand, and it makes it a lot easier. So I just want to show you the size of the target that we're shooting at here. As I said, it's about size of hand right there, so pretty solid. Another place this shines is at medium range. We're talking anywhere between 300 to 700 yards. You could even push it out farther than that. But that 300 to 700 yards is where an SPR has shown amazing results. Another place to consider using an SPR would be in an urban or a suburban area. We know from over the past 14, 15 years, in Afghanistan and Iraq, that a lot of times these gunfights are taking place inside of a city or built up area. So these SPRs are really helping people identify bad guys in windows. They're really helping identify bad guys amongst civilians as well. Take this in the context of the United States. We've had many instances where fighting has taken place. If you look back to the '92 LA riots, if you look at Ferguson, you look at Baltimore, you look at Katrina and New Orleans, You know, you look at all these things, an SPR rifle to defend your property, knowing who's friendly, who's foe, with a magnified optic could really help. Who's got a gun in their hand, who's got a weapon in their hand, and more importantly than not, who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. Other things to consider.
Alright, so what we're going to shoot now is we're going to go out at distance a little bit. We're going to shoot at 250, 350, and then 400 yards. And I just want to show you guys how easy it can be with an SPR to shoot out that range consistently and how quickly it can happen. So it's pretty solid. Alright, so those targets, most of them were the small 16x9s. That's the ones that ring really well. And then the dull ones, the dull thwacks, one was a 2/3 size silhouette, and then the one at 400 was a full size from the waist up silhouette. And so it just makes quick work of them, guys. And I mean, it really does. What's really awesome is that ballistic drop compensation on it. All I do is put the appropriate distance on there. It's dead on.
Alright folks, as you can see, there's the ballistic drop compensation reticle in this Nightforce. The center dot is 200, there's a 300, a 350, a 4, 450, 5, 550, and 6. So basically from 200 yards all the way to 650 yard increments, and it works. It is very accurate and dead on, as you'll see at the range. Red dot, as you can see right there, if you want to use it for room clearing or up close stuff or low light, it's got that low lighted illuminating reticle. I like ballistic drop compensated. I don't know a whole lot of people that have made sight adjustments while they're shooting, folks. So we want to be able to quickly and efficiently use our ballistic drop compensated, and it is dead on.
Let's go ahead and take some real far shots. Let's move back to 5 and 600. Alright, so here we are at our 5 and 600 yard range. We use this for riflemen too and for designated marksmen as well. And if you'll look in the distance there is a bay of 3. If you can see it through your computer screen or your phone or whatever it is that you're looking through, you'll see that there's a bay of 3. That's 500 yards. There's another one that's about 515, another one that's pretty close to 550, and then another one all the way up against the tree line, way in the tree line up there. That is about 607 yards. So let's see what this AR can do, this SPR. And it seems like we got a little bit of a wind, so we may have to hold over just a little bit. But I want to show you how effective this setup can be at this range. 1/3 of a mile almost. Yeah, that's dead on at 450. So there you go, even on a swirly day like this, you can get 6 in a row at 600 yards with that gun. I mean, it's just amazing how accurate the ballistic drop compensator is. It's amazing how accurate that rifle is as well. So when you're doing this, understand you can make routine, easy hits out to 600 yards and anything in between there as much as you want to.
If you found the information in the video helpful, subscribe to the channel, like me on Facebook, that link's down below. And if you want to learn how to use this SPR properly, coming out to Valor Ridge, we'll teach you how to do just that. This is Reid Henrichs with Valor Ridge reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the ridge.